Happy Friday, home ranchers. Home rancher here. We're going to try to do some more of the SS Calade today. I've been busy, busier than busy can be busy in a busy day. It made no sense, but I never make sense. Got some more things. Got me a breather for my valve coverlators. Got a set of plug wires to make. I wanted the straight boots instead of the hooky angled ones. Couldn't find my plug wire crimpers, so got another set of them. Couldn't find my tubing cutter either, so went on Scamazoo and got me another tubing cutter. Well, right now what I'm getting ready to address is the throttle cable. Now, this factory throttle cable is 8 million miles long, and it only needs to be that long. And right now, I could probably smack that phone and knock it over with the whole cable from standing right here. So I'm going to show you guys how to trim down a factory throttle cable and make it work. Let me get you in here and show you what we got going on. Now these ends on these cables that goes into the bracket just have two little tabs that you squeeze in and pull out. Some of them rotate another direction. You can look at your Haynes or Chilton's manual and it'll tell you about that. Now, I already started pulling on it, and you want to twist it and it'll pop like that. And you want to cut your end off down here, and you want to cut this piece of metal right here. And then we're going to twist and pull that piece of metal out, kind of like we're peeling a potato. And we're going to get this out of this housing here, and then we're going to find an appropriate drill bit and drill the plastic housing, which is this, out from inside, so we can slide the cable back in here and find what distance we need to go from the firewall over to the fuel pumper pusher squirter thingy. And we're probably going to do the same thing with the cruise control. I'm going to do something with this bracket here, and I'm going to figure something out so I can still have my cruise control. Now right here is where I lost my audio. So you're going to cut the end off of this cable using a pair of dikes or wire cutters, needle nose, etc. Cut it, and then you're going to reach back onto right here, and I've already pulled out, and the cable housing is showing. And I'm going to pull this out a little bit, and then I'm going to stick the same needle nose down inside of there and clip that in order to slide this end out of here and get the cable out of my way, like this. We'll just pull it right out of here. Make sure it ain't caught. We don't want it to fray. And we'll set it over here to the side. And now I'm going to get needle nose on here on this metal end, and that's coiled up inside of there. We're going to pull that loose, just like this right here. We just kind of apply pressure and twist, rock it back and forth as you twist and pull, and eventually it'll break free and the whole thing will come right out of that little housing. See if I can't cut my hand off or something here. Yeah, there we go. Got it there. See that end? See how that's still together? That's what's up inside of there. Now the housing, the protecting plastic is still up inside of there. So we're going to get a good drill bit. We're going to drill that out of there. We're going to cut this back and trim it to the right size we need. And then we'll put it back together accordingly, and I'll show you how that works here in just a bit. Right now I'm going to go drill this out. If you look inside of here, it's got all the stoppers and everything that it needs and the proper clips so it'll go into that new bracket. It's going to be a lot easier to do it this way rather than using some cheap crap you buy off of Amazon. Test lives in here. I lost audio for a second. I'm going to voice over that while you've already heard it. Alright, so we got the wire harness trimmed up. Sorry, I lost a little bit of footage, but I'm going to go through it here with you guys. We got our throttle cable made. I had to trim the sides up on that, cut the cable, go on the inside, pull it loose, pull it out, measure where you want it. I cut some of the rubber shielding off of this so it could bend because it was all the way back to like here. Cut it at the length that I wanted. trimmed this, popped it in, run my line through, hooked my connector on. I don't have my cotter pin in there yet because I'm still adjusting. Got my return springs set up. Right now, I do have wide open throttle. I'll do some little adjustments once we get her running. Distributor's in. Like I said, I cleaned up some of the wiring harness. I need the white and red off of this harness. That's the white is for your tax signal. It will go into the green wire here on this pigtail. And then the wire off the original electronic distributor that's back here, the one that's in the center, it's a purple wire with a white stripe. That is also going to get tied in to the white wire along with this green. That's what's going to tell the transmission how many RPM she's going, and also trigger your fuel pump, which we're not using a fuel pump in the truck, but I'm going to use the signal wire off of the fuel pump to run my Holley Mighty Mite. I went ahead and took a tubing cutter and cut my fuel line here. I'm going to run it back and put a bracket on it, run my fuel line up over here to my fuel log that is on with my fuel pressure regulator. We're going to run some vacuum for the vacuum advance. I got a adapter for the brake booster to run to 3/8 line rather than the big 5/8 that was on there. And that'll run over and around and in to the back of this T that I got down here. And sorry about that, I had to cut video. All the Rugrats came home after playing basketball and they were rambunctious. Anyway, I had to whack this off of here. It was going to hit here. That's for the AC compressor, but that's not going to hurt anything right there. We still got all these other braces and brackets. It'll be fine. I've done it before. I got my heater hose and stuff that I need to redo all of this. We got just a little bit of stuff to still button up, but that thing right there is going down, and I'm going to start running out of light because I still don't have a garage out here. So, you know, I got to do what I can when I can do it. But we're a lot closer to being done, and I'm going to be out here Sunday. It's supposed to be almost 70 degrees Sunday. Monday and Tuesday is supposed to be the same. I might take a couple days off next week as well. I'm just beat. I work a lot. Like a lot. Did I mention a lot? I wish this all could have been one video for you guys. I'm sorry it's been drug out so long, but between parts coming and work and the weather, it's just been a mess. But from what we were when we started to now is a massive change, massive improvement. And this truck is going to run so much better. I can't wait to get my headers on there too. And I'm going to pull that Y pipe off down there and modify it, and then put my Jones single chamber muffler on it. And she should be doing the thing with the stuff. Get them O2 sensors out of there and plug them off and weld them up. May go pick up a welder tomorrow. Found a good deal on a welder. I don't need nothing special right now. Just a good flux core Lincoln or Century or something. And go from there. I'm gonna let y'all guys get away. I'm gonna go in here after I finish cleaning up this mess that I made, and have some dinner and listen to a bunch of kids run around and make a bunch of noise. Sounds like fun. Had to have me a PB blaster. Well, y'all have a good night. Refuel.